Hi, welcome back. This week we are going to discuss fueling above and beyond young athletes' basic needs. Every athlete has unique goals. For example, a youth baseball league may want to lose weight to improve speed, while a football team may be looking to gain weight to improve strength, and the swim team may want to help decrease fatigue, while basketball players may require strategies for maintaining weight during the season. As kids grow, their nutritional needs grow with them. During the growth spurts, appetite can increase significantly. When the growth spurt slows down, so does the appetite. All growing teenagers need enough food for growth, development, activity, and health. Youth athletes simply need more nutritional foods. So athletes don't require more of every vitamin and mineral, but they do require more of the macronutrients that provide energy. They also need to pay attention to certain micronutrients, especially those involved in providing energy, preventing fatigue, ensuring bone health, and developing muscles. How many calories do growing athletes need? That might seem like a simple question, but a lot of people go into calculating the total energy needs. As discussed in the previous videos, boys and girls hit puberty at different ages, which means that the need for increased energy to support their linear growth and changes in body composition and bone mass comes at different ages. Even after puberty, athletes come in all shapes and sizes. It doesn't stop there. Let's add their training, practices, and competitions. The energy needs go up 10 times more. All of this must be considered when calculating the foods and fluids needed for feeding young champions. When I use the term youth athletes, I'm referring to children up to 18 who participate in sports, like the 10-year-old who plays recreational baseball twice a week, or the 9-year-old competitive gymnast who practices 15 hours a week, and the 17-year-old basketball player who plays on 2 competitive teams. All of these fall under the umbrella term. In reality, sport intensity and competitive nature of the sport, intensity of training, and length of season all has to do with this. Many athletes participate on multiple teams or traveling teams or even play multiple sports. All of this means that one young athlete may need only an additional 200 calories per day to support his or her activity, whereas another athlete that plays numerous sports may need an additional 1,500 calories per day. Here are the energy needs for working muscles. Let's start with the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, even the simple ones, are more complex than you realize. Both simple and complex carbs can add value to athletes' performance. Complex carbs are digested slowly and should make up the majority of a youth athlete's diet. They provide a steady source of energy throughout the entire day. The majority of the extra calories that a youth athlete needs should come from complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates digest quickly, so providing a great source of fuel when energy is needed quickly, such as immediately before an event, during an event, or between competitions. Both simple and complex carbs are broken down for immediate energy or stored in the muscle and liver as glycogen for peak performance later. Eating enough amounts of carbs has an additional benefit. It spares the breakdown of protein. This is important for youth athletes trying to gain muscle weight and build muscle mass. When enough total calories are used for what it is intended for, which is growth and repair, rather than be broken down for energy. Now let's talk about fat for working muscles. Carbs are praised for fueling the working muscles, but fat is also a valuable fuel during activity, especially in youth athletes. Children have higher fat oxidation rates than adults, meaning that the fat is a very valuable fuel during prolonged activity. So to hit peak performance, you need energy from both your carbohydrates, which are burned first because they burn the quickest in intense activity. But to make it through a game without running out of steam, you need the fat too. These high intensity and endurance sports require both fat and carbs for energy. That's when Eat2Win comes into play and you start to feel yourself go a little harder than last game. Consuming too little fat can result in weight loss beyond what is needed for athletic performance, and consuming too much can increase body fat, leading to lazy fatigue performances. I've seen so many times going into campuses speaking to athletes and coaches, and everyone is indulging, even the adults are indulging in snacks that are higher in fat, meaning the meals that will decrease your hunger, resulting in lower consumption of nutrients needed for proper growth and development. This is not the right way. I will leave a list of complex carbs that you can pair with the list of fats from the previous videos in the description below. When it comes to sports nutrition, protein is the most misunderstood nutrient. Yes, protein is needed to build muscles, but simply eating just protein will not increase muscle mass. Protein is for repair and growth. The only way to build the muscle mass is to put the work in during training and eating to win, meaning clean eating so the body can receive the correct amount of oxygen for peak performance. In the description, I will share the unbalanced daily protein distribution and the ideal daily protein for youth athletes. Now, how much additional protein and when to consume it depends on the body composition goals of the athlete and the coaches. Coaches and parents, athletes can aim to eat 30 to 20 grams of protein at each meal and 20 to 10 grams at mini meals and snacks. This is what we put into Detroit Nature Snacks, 10 to 20 grams of protein for each athlete. Females and those with lower protein requirements should aim for the higher end later. Later, I will go over how to create meal plans with just enough protein to reach your personal goal. Did you take vitamins today? I ask because vitamins and minerals needed for general health also play a role in building, maintaining, and supporting a body built to perform. Youth athletes do not provide more vitamins and minerals than their non-athletic peers, but the consequences of not taking them can be more negative. One thing I haven't discussed much about yet is iron. It's probably because it's an endless topic for sports nutrition. All parents, coaches, and athletes should be concerned about iron intake. Not enough iron intake may lie silent for weeks, months, in some cases years. But soon the storm will come. When it does, it takes a while to reverse the symptoms. Worldwide, iron deficiency is the most common nutritional deficiency. It is a specific concern for teenagers, especially girls. There is an increase of iron need during adolescence for both sexes, but for different reasons. Both boys and girls need more iron at this time to develop extra lean body mass, but girls also need more iron to support menstruation. Iron depletion does not occur overnight. It results when iron intake is inadequate day after day, week after week. The iron deficiency will result in iron deficiency anemia. The early symptoms of iron deficiency include thinking impairments, general fatigue, irritability, decreased attention, and decreased productivity. In children, these symptoms have been mistaken for poor motivation or behavior problems. Iron deficiency also leads to decreased endurance capacity, submaximal work capacity, including schoolwork, employment, and yes, of course, athletic performance. It is also known to have a negative impact on the immune function, leading a weak immune system, increasing chances of infections like COVID. Performance meals should include enough iron-rich foods to maintain iron stores at an appropriate level to maximize endurance capacity and maintain a healthy immune system. Also, vegetarian and youth athletes who avoid animal products may need to increase their overall iron intake to ensure they are absorbing enough total iron. I will leave a list of sources of iron for plant-based and meat eaters below in the description. Adolescence is a critical time for bone development. Throughout the teenage years, bones are growing longer at a rapid rate as well as gaining density. Calcium is essential for proper bone development, which is why calcium needs are the highest during adolescence years. The more calcium deposited in bones during this time, the stronger the bones will be. And strong bones should be a priority for all athletes. Let's not forget about vitamin D. It's involved in absorption and regulation of calcium. Both nutrients are critical for bone health. I help parents, coaches, and youth athletes understand the importance of strong bones for day-to-day performance and throughout their sports career. These nutrients help to build a strong skeleton to withstand long hours of practice, training, and competition. This is absolutely necessary for athletes whose bodies are taking beatings. Injured athletes cannot perform in the best of their abilities. I tell my clients, take care of your body and your body will take care of you. Thank you guys so much for watching us for an entire month. Congratulations, you are truly thinking and moving like a champion. That means you take your athletic career serious, and one day you will get to that $14 million contract because your nutrition awareness and your combination with training like lions. Don't forget to subscribe for more sports nutrition awareness, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.